Well, hey, hello. Welcome back to the art room. I'm really glad you could make it today. Today we're going to do an episode all about exploring undersea. We'll use the art room mini sub to go down to the bottom depths of the ocean. We'll see big fish, shipwrecks, all kinds of treasures, and a lot of other surprising things. So get ready. This is going to be a great episode. Preparing for launch. We're closing the hatch.
185 at a 15.5 for 177. Line 380, Redwood 85.
Mr. Shay in the Art 1. We're making preparations to dive. We're descending to 100 feet.
Okay, we'll let you know Redwood 85. 13,000, power discretion, 330.
Getting some great ideas for our drawings down here.
412 is leading 220 for 13,000.
I wish I could see the fish down here. It's amazing. Pushing the lever to deploy Frankie.
1272, switching, good day, onboard 3412. 2077.
We are coming up on 1,000 feet. Wow, what an incredible sight. Is that the Titanic?
American 546, 10,800 now.
Time to get back to the art room. I've got so many great ideas.
I like to start us out if we come to 32, a little heavy today for American 546. American 546.
Okay. Hey, aren't we art teachers lucky? We get to fly around in jet planes and go down in submarines. What a deal. I'm so glad I'm an artist. Hey, anyway, what a fantastic project we've got today. We're going to be looking at what life is like down on the deep ocean. In that little show we cooked up for you at the beginning, we had all kinds of neat things happening. The little mini sub, and it's projecting a light down into the dark parts of the ocean, and all these sea creatures are swimming around and being very mysterious, and the whole thing's just got a really terrific look, don't you think? If you're someone who follows the art channel, you might see some similarities in this project between our flashlight picture that we did a while back. It's a little bit like the flashlight picture, but there's some other differences, and when I was doing the flashlight picture, I just couldn't resist thinking, wow, someday I want to do an undersea thing. So here we go. I started off with a piece of black paper. This is the True Ray black construction paper that we've been using, and I've also got a piece of blue construction paper. Any kind of blue would do, I suppose, or even white paper. I did one with white I'll show you at the end of the video. So let's get started. First thing we'll do is get some of these little beams of light that are coming down out of our submersible right here. We'll try making some of those. So just going to grab a ruler here real quick, and I'm going to make some of these kind of long triangular shapes like that. I'll scribe a line there, and then I'll go back the other direction and like so, and then I think I'll make a little skinny one here. Make them in all shapes and sizes, I guess, is what we're doing here. And then maybe a real little skinny one. Okay, so yeah, a bunch of long spotlights here coming out of our submarine that we have. And I'll cut these up. I suppose I could have just cut them up without the ruler. Not like me to use a ruler, but that does make a nice straight line. Okay, and I can always go back for more. I'm going to need some more of this blue paper for something else I've got in mind later that I want to show you. The holes in the sub that are kind of seeing through because of what we did with that spotlight that is behind our Spanish galleon that's sunk there. Wow. Okay. So let's get our white colored pencil, and I found that white colored pencil is the best for this one. It's going to offer you detail that you can't get with a white crayon. On our picture about the flashlight picture, we used white chalk. I kind of found white chalk to be a little messy and a little bit less precise. So this is going to work out fine. It's going to give us kind of a real nice sort of a faraway look. It's not too bright. So okay, hey, let's do a little bit of drawing here first, and we'll make a real jaggedy sort of line here. This is like the opening of a cave, and don't get too straight with it. Make it, just have fun with this line. Make some stalactites. Yeah, that's what those are. So there's kind of a cave opening under our ocean here. Okay, oh, that's cool already. And then down here, I think I'm going to do a bottom, an ocean bottom, using kind of the same sort of squiggly line, something for our sunken boat to be embedded on. You know, it sank all that time ago, and now it's laying on the ocean floor like that. So just do kind of a any way you like. Hey, we're in art class, so it's up to you. I'm just kind of here to be your guide. So I like that. Okay, maybe kind of a bigger little mound at the end there, just to break that up. Okay, hey, we're already creating a mood here. So many ways to draw a little mini sub. In my first couple of efforts, I made the mini sub look a lot more, let me grab this, like the mini sub in our movie. And this one's got a kind of a bigger mini sub. So if you like that, do that. I'm going to go for a little bit smaller one. I kind of want the ship, the sunken ship, to be the center of our interest. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller than I did in some of my other ones. So here's what we did. I'm just going to draw kind of a tilted, sort of a football shape here, like that, and then maybe I'll make a little square end on it. It doesn't have to be like mine, though. You could do like a little yellow submarine. Yeah. The Beatles, of course. That's what we're talking about. Do you know who the Beatles are? I hope so. So we'll do a spotlight center there, or maybe it's an observation port or something like that, and then maybe some other ones. So we've got this really cool little beginning of our little spaceship, and then maybe a bubble top. That's where our pilots are. You can't really see them. We could draw them if we wanted, but we'll go back. Who knows? I might change my mind on that. And I'm going to do the top of our ship here. Okay, I'll probably be going back to that at some point. Let me put a little white shading on top. Okay, so we're going to think about where these beams of light are coming out of. It's the lights that are coming down from our submersible, trying to hit the bottom of the ocean here. So I'm going to be rounding that off a little bit so it kind of fits better into the, yeah, like that. Okay, let me grab my glue stick here. Where's my glue stick? Mr. Shay, where'd you land? I'm always losing my things. There they are. Okay, so I'll grab a glue stick, and we're going to glue this first one down. Okay. Get some glue on our beam of light here. Okay, so this one, I'm just going to let it go off the page like that. Alright, and then I'm going to do a center one that's coming down. I'm going to round that one off too a little bit. And I'm going to glue this one down. Try not to get the glue on my black paper if I can. Okay, let's get that one in there. Oh, that's cool. Okay, glue that down. And let's see now, this one, I'm going to save that one for our ship. I have a little special effect that we want to do on that one that's hitting the ship. But I think maybe it's time to draw like a little mini sub thing here. So let's do a little floating mini sub. You know, the one that's detachable from the main sub. So gotta get it into that sub somehow. So we'll do kind of a cool loop-the-loop sort of thing. Put a little detail in there. Okay, and let's see, is that going to work? Oh yeah, that's perfect. So let's glue that one down. And that's going to go off the page, of course. Alright, he's looking over that way. Just for neatness sake, I think I'll do a little bit of trimming here so I don't have to contend with all these bits of glue laying all over. So chop those off like that. Okay, how you doing? You doing all right? I hope so. All right, I love this next part. We're going to see if we can't put a ship in, and I found when I was drawing mine that if I just took a piece of white copying machine paper and I'm going to just bend up a rectangle like that. Doesn't have to be exactly like mine, but just bend up a rectangle and cut it off. So this is going to make a nice little pattern for my ship. So the first thing I'll do is I'll kind of grab a pencil here. I'm going to notch this tail back a little and make an interesting back end for the boat, the ship. Okay, like that. So that's going to be the back part. Let's cut that out. Okay, so that's going to be the back of my ship, and then I think I'll round off the front. And like that. Okay. Yeah. I think we'll put a little dent right in here too, because this is kind of the the middle part of the ship, like that. And I'll kind of gently slope that back. I'm going to cut this part away. Alright, hey, we've got a really good start on our ship, our sunken ship. Oh, it's been down there so long. Oh my goodness. Alright. So what I'll do next is lay that on top of my coral thing there, my ground, and I get my white colored pencil and I'm gonna trace around that. Okay, but I'm not going to trace here because I'm going to have the illusion in our drawing that the ship is kind of embedded, you see, into the ocean floor there. Okay. Hey, I know I'm drawing fast, but I hope you'll just stop things whenever you want to. Just hit the pause button and say, hey, all right, I'm going to catch up. Okay, great start. Let's, while we're here, let's do that kind of cool effect that we wanted to do. I'm going to make it look like this spotlight is heading over towards my ship. So I'm going to make a little notation there with my pencil where to cut. And I'm going to cut that shape out so that it goes behind my ship. And I think I need a little notch there too, just to make the whole thing a little more convincing. Okay, and round off the top so it looks like a spotlight. Okay, how's that? Oh, that's great. So let's glue that down too. And we'll get that all set. We're ready to, oh yes. Well, let's do just a little bit more of that same kind of illusion. So here's our mini sub. We're down at like 4 miles down at the bottom of the ocean. So we've got some holes and things in the boat here, in the ship, that because it's been down there and it's been something wrecked it, something blew a hole in it, we don't know. So I'm going to take just a scrap of this blue here, and I'm going to make a kind of a neat shape that looks like maybe it could be an opening in the ship, maybe. I think that's a little too big there. Okay, getting the idea. So yeah, now the ship is being lit up from within by the spotlight, and yeah, I like that. That'll make a little more sense when we do some more drawing, and maybe just another little tiny piece here, just to be really convincing here. A little tiny chunk. Oh yeah. Oh boy. It's the details. Okay. So put the glue stick away for a minute. Let's do some of our Spanish galleon, our ship. I've been looking at them. They're really neat. A sunken ship. Here's something that I found when I was looking around today. Something like that. That's kind of the idea we're going for. And you remember this one here just a minute ago. So let's draw some masts. Now these masts, make a centerline mast rather. Take it right off the top of the page. We're not too detailed yet. Don't get worried about detail too much yet. There's one mast, and come over right around here someplace, and we'll draw another mast going up like that. And then we'll come back here, right around here someplace, and do the same. Okay. And I suppose we could do, we'll stick with 3. I guess we'll stick with 3. I'm going to thicken these up a little. Okay, and so our video doesn't go too long here. I'm going to go ahead of you and draw in some details. Okay, hey, we got a great start on our drawing so far. I just love our ship here. I might go back and do some other things. I changed my mind though. Hey, like I usually do in a lot of these drawings. Wouldn't it be cool if this bit right here, if I kind of cut that away, yeah, I can make it look like it's actually going behind the rock instead of like, yeah. It's actually behind that rock. I like that idea. It's kind of a little extra. Yeah. Gotta correct things here just for a second. Yeah. Okay. Something I do all the time in a drawing, changing my mind. So, yeah, let's complete that. And now we've got this idea that, you know, the beam of light from our ship is actually on the other side of this rocky outcropping here that our boat is on. All right, so we're going to make some decisions about our fish that we draw. Going back again to this one, I always put an octopus in. Almost every picture I do, I just love the octopus. I tried to do some fish that were in a little bit different pose. Some that looked like they were swimming up, some that looked like they were swimming side to side, and some that were going down, and maybe even some bubbles. So let's just try one little beginner fish. And the neat thing is to have a fish that is partway in the light from our sub and partway back out. So I'll do kind of an easy one here. I'm going to do an eel, and I think you can see this here. He's sort of an eel guy here, and I'm going to bring him into our beam of light here like that on purpose, and then I'll curly cue him around here and then put his tail in the other piece. And maybe I'll give him a little fin or two here, a little fin, and give him an eye there. And so, yes, so in the beam of light then, he's going to be revealed as colorful and really bright looking eel there. I'll just trace that, and then here's the back part of his tail. Bring that in like that. Neat. And so then I'll go ahead and get my white colored pencil again, and here's where I get to make him look white here. I love that. Okay, and then okay, getting the idea? I know you are. Okay. Oh, that's great. So before I color them in, I think I'll draw some other creatures. So once again, I'm going to go into fast drawing mode here. So Well, as you can see, I've worked ahead a little bit. I've added a lot more things. I love to have an ocean just full of all these different great creatures. So something that I did with my beam of light here on all of them coming out of the submarine, if you notice that I've got my white colored pencil and I'm adding some extra help here to make it look a little bit brighter as it comes out of the submarine itself. So here we go. We're going to do a little more fast motion and color now inside these beams of light. This is where the thing really comes alive. Wow. Okay. Well, I think we'll leave it there. There are so many other possibilities for a drawing like this. I hope you had fun with our undersea drawing today. I hope you did well, and we will see you here next time. But before we go, don't forget, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you've got something to be proud of. You're an artist. See you back here next time in Mr. Shay's Art Room.